Hi everyone, I'm Teon. Um, so, uh, so I'm going to walk you through like a project I've been working on. It's going to be in 3 parts. A bit about me. I'm a cognitive scientist, so I'm very interested in language and memory. I'm actually pretty obsessed with memory and like how do we remember things from like a cultural perspective, a humanistic perspective, also from a digital perspective. So I've been really just like thinking about this for like the past several years. And what I also did was a culmination of all of these different projects. And I'll first walk you through a project that started with my scrapbook. So I'm a sentimentalist. When I was in high school, I started a project where I just started collecting all my ticket stubs. So I have all my ticket stubs for the past 20 years, like right here in front of you. And I'll just like show you a few pages. Wow. Oh yeah, for the camera, yeah. So yeah. Okay, cool. So if you're interested in the scrapbook, you can come check this out later. I'll just pass it around while I'm giving a talk. So if anybody wants to just like check it out, yeah. I have this physical scrapbook. I like to think of like ticket stubs as a physical manifestation of a lived experience. So it's like you take a piece of you wherever you go, and I put it in a book. So I started this project because I had like a bag of just like ticket stubs that was in like a plastic bag, and I was trying to figure out what to do. So on a 14-hour flight, I sat there with a moleskin, a glue stick, and a trash bag full of ticket stubs, and that's how I made this book. Okay, so how does this fill in with like the whole tech scene? So I did the Recurse. Has anyone heard of the Recurse Center? Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm a recurser, and one of my recurse projects was that I really wanted to learn front-end web development. One of my colleagues who I really admire when I worked at Mozilla is a big fan of Svelte and SvelteKit. And thanks, Rich, for all the work you did. So one of the things that I wanted to do was emulate like my friend Hamilton in the way that he did a lot of like web development. So I set out a project to create my first app um, with this front-end web development. So I will show you the first version of it. So this is the part 2 of the talk. So this project is called C'est la vie. And my friend told me that this project has a lot of heart. So I'll just like walk you through. So it takes the scrapbook that I was just showing you, and this is going to load really slowly because the Wi-Fi is not super fast. But you can actually see I digitized my scrapbook. So I wanted a way to just like share my scrapbook with other people. So I actually have like the PDFs of the scrapbook. So I have that here. And then I also wanted to turn these into individual tickets. So this started as also a machine learning project. And what I did with this is that I was trying to do some computer vision where I actually wanted to do the image segmentation automatically. That didn't work out super well. So I actually like hand drew all the boxes, and I'm going to go back and do like the machine learning project. I'm a data scientist. I should just like actually just like do that, but I just didn't have time. I actually wanted to build the app that you're seeing in front of me. So this was like the first project. So I put this on canvas, and I really was like proud of like this work that I was doing here. And what I noticed that, so one of the cool things is that if you click on it, I started to do some OCR where it just like pulls the text. And then that was like part of like what this project was. And what I realized from this is that I have done a lot of travel. So the travel part became a recurring theme out of this project that was documenting like all of these ticket stubs. So I created this travel part where I started pulling from different charting libraries that was out there, and then I started to see like, oh, you can like really like highlight your travel, and then like I created these bag tags. So I was like really just like trying to try my hand at design. This was like it was my early stages. So this is like the motivation behind the project that I'm going to show you in just a minute. That'll be the Act 3. But the thing that was a big recurring theme was that this notion of passport. So this travel passport, as you see here, you can see like all the travel. I'm like very much like an open data guide, so you can like literally see everything about all my travel, and you'll get to see it in much more depth. So I decided to take this concept of a passport, this travel passport, and create what I'm going to show you now. Here we go. And this is called Passports.social. You can go check it out now. It's live, it's in pre-alpha. So please be gentle. So the idea behind Passports.social is that it's your life collected. It has like the different travel you do. It has like the ticket stubs, so the ticket stubs are back. And then you can also blend it with digital tickets. So one of the things that I noticed is that like physical tickets are on the way out. So in 2024, the International Olympic Committee decided that they would no longer give out physical tickets for the Olympics. So that was the one in Paris, and that was like devastating for so many people. So it's like, how do we actually like remember? Tickets are these like cultural artifacts that have been around with us for like 200 years. It's like a way that we've like gone to the Nickelodeon when that's what the name of the movies were, and then it's like all the way that you go to like your first rave. So I wanted a way to just like capture that and like blend this like physical ticket stubs that I have with like the digital representations that we have now. So let's see. I'm going to try to do a live demo. I want to put the mic. Okay, it's loading. Okay, cool. So a few things about this is that the app is local first. I'm like a really big believer in like local first. We heard a talk earlier about this. So this is a progressive web app. If you go to the website, you can download it as a progressive web app. It's using PG Lite, so Postgres Lite. It's using WebAssembly. If you have any questions about it, I can nerd out all about like the tech stack. But this is more just about like how this all works. You can do this in anonymous mode. So if you never want to sign up for this service, you can just like download and start adding things, and I will never know that you used the service because that's how it works. So you can do that. But then I also have two different ways you can log in. One is like the email and the password, or email and like there's now a magic link. I started using magic links because people don't like to remember passwords. So I use email and a magic link, or you can log in with your Atmosphere account. So part of the thing that is a recurring theme that I heard about at the Atmosphere Conf is that like not everyone is like very well versed in the Atmosphere or atproto, but they want to be able to use apps that aren't just completely enshittified like other platforms have. So what I wanted to do is like create a way that is easy for them. They'll just use their email address to like log in. You can choose a username, and then if you want to make that public, we're going to just mint you a atproto account in the background. So you don't need to know how that all works. It just works seamlessly. You'll just have a passports.social with your handle, and it just like works. So like those are just like different ways you can just bring your community along with you, where you don't have like. I like the tech part. It's really cool. I like all of the things about like the app protocol ecosystem. But for the end user, they just want to be able to share things with their friends. So I'm gonna just briefly just share with you. I'll just highlight two different passports because that's all I have time for. So this is a travel passport. I now have like some new charts, and the nice thing is that you can customize how the charts are there. Since I'm not logged in, and I'm not going to try to like log in and put my password because it's on Bitwarden, and I don't want to deal with that right now. But you can log in and you can customize it. You would have like an edit button that will come about. But now you have a way to just like see your travel. So you can expand it, so you can look at it by the trip, and you can collapse it so you can see that it's stacked. And you can just like see information about that particular trip. So you can customize it, you can give it different colors, and you can really make it your own. So that's the whole idea behind like Passports.social. It's a way for you to share with your friends and with the broader public. So I've been working on like an access control model. Right now, this is like linked to like a Postgres until we get permission data. I just didn't want that to stop from just like having the ability to say, I only want to share this with friends, or I want to share this with public. We can hammer out the details later, but my users just want to use it. So Those are some things that you can just think about if you're just like building these apps that you can just build things. So that's how I'm going about doing this. Let's see. And then because, I'm in anonymous mode. So it tells you all about the anonymous mode and you can create your account and things like that. But I'm going to go back just to my raver passport because you can also just like show like all the different raves you've gone to. So what I did is that like I know with Resident Advisor and with Dice, there's like this really cool like artwork that's there, but then it's locked onto the platform. So I just wrote a scraper. So you can just now use a bookmarklet that I actually got the idea from Symbol. So Symbol has like a bookmarklet, so I just decided to make one for my site. So you can just go to your ticket page, you hit the bookmarklet, and then it just like scrapes all the data. So fuck you to all the platforms that don't let you do that. So you can also see like information about the top venues. So I really like going to the basement, and you can see that. And like this is like I really want to build like these new experiences where you can actually do discovery. So maybe I like house music, and I'm going to Berlin. What are the places for the type of music that I want to go to? So this could be a way that you can discover from all the people on the atmosphere. And so I'm trying to build that into like my app experience. So there's a lot more that I can talk about, but I actually didn't come up here with the script. I just wanted to show you some cool shit that I was working on. So I'm gonna just leave it at that.